So, hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am doing a get ready with me. So, I'm quickly adding some moisturizer on because I haven't added my moisturizer on since I washed my face this morning. So, I'm going to talk about this past weekend that went by. Freaking retail. Thanksgiving was this last few days, last weekend here was Thanksgiving. So talking about some stories that happened. I went on, there's a few days where I was on graveyard. I can tell you what happened there. So yeah, so I'm gonna start going, and I am probably gonna play with the retro palette today. Yeah, I'm gonna play with the retro. So I'm gonna talk about the weekend, and I'm sorry about that. It's a different version of it. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about this last weekend. So I'm going to start with the eyes. Get the moisturizer stick in my skin for a little bit. I'm going to go in with MAC Paint Pot. So yeah. So I am going to go in with the retro palette. So yeah, so this last week felt low-key torture when you're working customer service. I don't know, it's been, I don't know what it has been, like, it was one thing after another, after another, after another. It's like, I swear, all the dumb people come out all at once during the, because when holidays coming up, so we just have Thanksgiving, so going in new mauve and trees. Yeah, so yeah. So the first instance, okay, this would have been on a Wednesday. Yeah, it was a Wednesday. Because I was in Cake Center, and some guy came up to me with the sale tag, okay? The sale tag. He asked me, do you have any of the, what was it? It was like one of the Silver Hill breads. Like, sorry, we don't have that one. Sorry, we don't have that one right now because that bakery is not producing it because they're blah 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 blah. Trying to explain it to him. He's like, why don't you have a sale tag? Why, if you don't have the product, if you don't have the product, then why do you have it sale tag out there? Because we need it out there because it's a whole, so I can scan the product as a whole. It's a whole. It stays there, so I know when it'll come in. It's a whole. I don't know when it's going to come back because Silver Hills is like having issues with their products at their bakery because I got a memo. What's going on type thing, so I don't know what's going on. I'll let you know. Don't get mad at me for doing my job. So this is stupid, blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. I know. You just don't have to argue with me. Okay? Don't argue. I'm like, you're getting mad at me for something I can't control. Okay? Yeah. No. Okay, I'm gonna go into this groove color. Yeah, I've been playing this. I got this new Scott Barnes 62 brush. I'm trying to see if I like it type thing, so yeah. So it was like a lot of like stupid questions too that people asking for things. Literally, breadcrumbs is like one of them. And we have like 3 or 4 spots of it. No, one. If you had like, we had literally breadcrumbs like everywhere in our department. It's like here, there, here, 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 here. I'm like, just look. It's like right behind you. And then what else was the other incident? Like that one kind of, the guy that got mad at me for no apparent reason was the most stupidest encounter ever. And then it was like sick calls happening, and then front end was super busy. I was literally like one day I was really ready to walk out the door, to leave my shift, and then I get a call. Is there anyone can go hop on cash? I guess I can come up and hop on for a while because I'm technically off, but I haven't technically been signed out on the computer. I just did a raw punch. Missed my punch. So yeah. So front end was super busy. A lot. We had a lot of turkeys on hand, literally. And then I go in the other night and I'm like, yeah, there's like no turkeys left in the meat cooler. I'm like, okay, we had like 20 skids of turkeys. Literally, 20 skids of turkeys. And then people getting mad at us for the stupidest things that we can't control. It's like, you know we're human, right? Don't come and talk to us like a toddler, like literally like a toddler. Just don't. We'll just look at you like this and be like, are you stressed out, buddy? Because you don't need to be stressed out. Try to take our shoes. As I say to some of my coworkers, between October and January the 2nd, welcome to the shit show. It's gonna be like this till New Year's. Like, literally. It's like clockwork. We just don't know when it's going to happen. And we know it's gonna happen. A lot of sick calls. People calling in sick. Understaffed. A lot of people are on work leave. Literally. You can't control some of the things that happen. Like, literally, we just don't. Because if an ex-person decides to complain about something, I will literally tell them, we are hiring. We're always looking for help. And then, okay, I went into Glitz over the eye. Okay, so for primer, I am going to go into the bite. Me dropping things on a normal basis. I really like this one, it's kind of harder in the same sense. And we didn't realize, like, also, like, this year was we didn't know what to expect kind of this year at all, in a way too, because like last year for Thanksgiving there were a lot of rules in place, so the people like we weren't a lot of rules were in place. We didn't, so like a lot of people weren't supposed to make people had to stay home last year. You know, traveling was allowed because restrictions because of COVID. This year there aren't that much restrictions out here. There were a lot of travel, so like the Wednesday and the Thursday were super more than busy than it normally has been. Like Thursdays are usually our quietest days because it's usually when our changeover days are, and it's usually really quiet in the store. So it wasn't. So Thursday was unexpectedly really busy. So Thursday I ended up staying like 2 hours overtime just to help out on cash. I then go with the Shiseido for my foundation. It was like unexpected. Like normally it's like super quiet, so I think a lot of people were going away this year for the long weekend, pulling their kids out of school type thing, going away traveling because this year a lot of travel, going to see extended family and all that. Using my blender full. There's like a lot of expensive things, so, and then again, yeah, we're still really busy. Like I've worked like a lot overtime this past week, and then overtime this coming week. It's like been like one thing after another. If you ever work in like a retail services or in like a grocery store, you know what you know what I'm talking about. It's like it's been like it was a roller coaster. You don't know what will come and hit you. Even though it works as if I worked in the industry for almost 10 years, because I kind of expected what kind of happens, but then things happen to change. I kind of expect, but I don't expect it. Some things I could be like, okay, welcome to the shit show. Or whatever. So yeah. And then two has been like minus. Like we're understaffed, but we're not understaffed at the same time. If that makes sense. Because our schedules are like 3 or 4 pages long, like 4 pages full. When I mean 4 pages full, it's like the long spread paper, like this long. And then, yeah. And then like Friday rolls around. I was like, I knew Friday was going to be a difficult day for me. So I went for concealer and went to Tarte, Shape Tape, and Neutralizer because Tarte seems too light for me. I kind of knew what I was expecting for Friday at the same time because I started at 5 a.m. to 1:30. I was doing the department manager shift. I knew I was like, it was being on time crunch because I had to come back that night for a graveyard for 2 nights. And then I had 160 people. I knew my order was going to be semi-big, but not like average. It was like average, but I was on a time crunch, so I had to get out of the store by this particular time. So I can get home, eat food, get some sleep in, and then get back to work. So one of my coworkers, I was expecting more out of him in a way. Like, so I have to be careful how I phrase things. I'm not gonna name drop anyone, but like yeah, the situation was honestly, it was bad. Like one of my coworkers, she was a closer and she was super devastated. Like she's like, I'm sorry, like I'm so sorry that this happened. Like honey, like no, don't. You tried your best. I was like honestly, like I seen like she was so. I don't know, stop. Yeah, so I seen so much upset in her eyes. I was like talking to her, trying to make her feel so much better because my other coworker screwed her over so bad. And I felt like I remember being in a similar situation in a way. And I had an idea of what was like, I kind of know what's kind of going on with him lately type thing. I'm trying to let it go. I'm gonna have to give him sit down and talk to him about it. And then have a talk down with my department manager about it. So that's gonna happen Tuesday, hopefully, when I'm back in. So this video is going up Wednesday, so maybe when I go back to work. So yeah, hopefully you can get resolved or sit down and talk to him what happened, because I was expecting more out of him because he's the most senior person that was on shift after I left at 1:30. I'm like expecting more out of him because one of my other coworkers was they've been back for 4 months. She's only been, my closer's only been there for a few months. He's been in the bakery at my department for almost well over a year and a half, so I kind of expect more out of him in ways. I'm like, dude, if you want to be a team lead one day, I'm gonna want more out of you. Like, it's like he wants to move up in a way. I'm like, oh, at this point he wants me to show them things. I have no issues training people because I love training people. And okay, I'm gonna go and do my bronzer. I'm gonna do my Maybelline. Yeah, so I have no issues. Maybelline City Bronzer. I have no issues at all training people. Like, I love teaching people. So I'm like, I have no issues. Like, but at this point here, it's like, I feel like I need to, like, slam the brakes on it right now. I feel like I need to, like, almost, like, right now, I'm gonna feel like I'm gonna slam the brakes on it of helping him. I'm gonna be talking to, like, need to talk with, we need to talk. Because I believe in good communication with my team members. Like, I'm here to support you guys along the way because I've been there, I've done that. I want the best out of my team. Like, I've been through the ringer with lack of communication. I've been through it where people have not pulled their weight type thing. Like, when I say I've been there, I've done that, I've been there, I've done that. So yeah. So I'm going to the Scott Orange blushes here, doing 2 different colors, stamping it in. Yeah, so when so I'm gonna have a talk to him when he's in this week, because, yeah, talk to him, talk to my store manager about it a little bit more. I have a game plan in my head, hopefully. I told the girls about it, one of the girls about it. She's like, I'm completely fine about it. She's like, I'm fine with it. I'm like, okay. We're probably gonna have to do it this way. Hopefully you're fine with it. She's like, I'm fine with it. Because she's brand new to my department and she's finally getting in the groove of it. I felt so bad for her. She's like literally was in furs of tears. Like, I seen it in her eyes. It's like, girl, and then I understand where you're coming from. I talked to her. I was like there for her. I'm like, trust me, like, the way you explained to it, you honestly, I've like really been there but done that. Like, it almost gave me back to the time like 4 or 5 years ago with one of my old co-workers where he refused to package anything and I was kind of running the department. Well, I stayed so much overtime in that time period, but like it wasn't even, it was like 2 hours every day because I needed to do everything. I had to do things to just get my department going. So yeah, It's like, girl, I get it. So I honestly, like, I wasn't I wasn't supposed to do this, but girl, you needed a hug. I'm gonna I gave her a hug if she needed it. Like, I'm here. Like, I feel so devastated for her. Because I've been there in her shoes before. Like I said to my store manager when he called me about something, like I know I wasn't supposed to do this, but I had to. Because I said to her, I felt like I was been in there. I've been there before. And then the way it was, it's like it brought me flashbacks of like one of my other coworkers there that I used to work with, and he was a complete ass. He was a complete ass, and like I didn't realize how much of an ass he was until after he left. He's been gone for when he left. Like honestly, this one thing the last while here is I've learned is like I respect my team members who I work with, and then they give it to me in return. Okay, I'm gonna go with the elf. We're almost done here. So yeah. Set the face with this benefit. And then as me talking to the other coworkers, what's going on? We're all been having a rough week like this week. It's like either it's but like sometimes I swear to God, I've said this before, is we know when's a full moon coming or what's going on. Like people act completely extra and they get mad for the stupidest things and no reason. And some people, I swear, I can pick up red flags right off the bat. Dude, this situation just doesn't sit right with me. So I think I'm just gonna go with gloss. And where's my sugar buns? There they are. So going with bite and sugar buns. Fawn, gloss, and pretty girl. And then I am going to go in with L'Oreal Bambi Lash Oversized Mascara. And then, yeah, we also had, that's what the whole me talking to my poor co-worker when I came in, like, that Friday night. So, yeah, she put me and my other co-worker behind by he screwed us, put us behind by quite a bit, but then we're all been super busy too. And then the second night I had to deal with a fallen rig. Well, no one got hurt, thank goodness. When I train with people regarding the oven and hot rigs is if it's gonna fall, just let it go. Just let it go. Don't try to catch a hot rig. Don't catch it, just let it go. Just let it go. You're worth more than the loaf of breads that are on that. Doesn't matter. If it's gonna fall, it's hot. Move it away and just let it go. And then we can pick it up and deal with it after. So yeah. How was your guys' Thanksgiving weekend? How are you guys having stories regarding it? So yeah. This is a casual look-ish. I've been playing with the Scott Barnes blushes. Here, I've been liking the highlight. So yeah. I have tried his, because I didn't want to get the blush palette, but the singles. So yeah. So how are you guys? Do you guys got any stories? Let me know down in the comments down below how you guys. So yeah, I post new videos every Wednesday and Friday at 10 a.m. PST. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell. And I hope you guys have a safe weekend. Good, safe, long weekend here. Mine was busy, as per usual. A lot of pumpkin pies, a lot of cakes were made this weekend, and a lot of dinner rolls and all that.